Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about Taurus ascendant and the predictions for the month of February 2025. During this month, the ascendant lord Venus and the 11th house lord Jupiter are exchanging places. Jupiter will be in the sign of Venus in the first house and Venus will be in the sign of Jupiter in the 11th house. So this is an excellent time for getting recognition at your workplace. The negative part that is happening is that this Venus is getting stymied by Rahu. So any kind of a traveling, especially to foreign places, is going to be very difficult for you. It will be a very painful time for you, and during this journey you will also be filled with a lot of loneliness and a sense of dread. So it is better to avoid such kind of a travel in this month. Venus overall is going to be very favorable for you in this house till 30th of May, because Venus is exalted in the sign of Pisces and the house is also the house of gains. So gains wise, this is going to be a very fruitful time for you. You will spend a lot of time with your friends in this month and will also be able to enjoy their company. Venus is going to be aspecting the fifth house, and as a result, time from 6th to 10th of February is an excellent time for people who are creative in nature as well as for taking things ahead in romance. Saturn passing through the 10th house has given you a lot of workload in the past 2.5 years, and you have been facing a lot of challenges at workplace. Saturn is going to be combining with Mercury from 11th to 26th of February, and Mercury rules over your house of self earned wealth as well as education. So a lot of gains are expected from your profession, and you may see the efforts that you have put in over the last 2.5 years culminating towards rewards. This is a good month for students to excel in their vocation, and time from 6th to 10th of February is a very favorable time for students to appear for any kind of a competitive exams. People who are involved in speculation will not find this month to be very favorable from the investment perspective. The combination of the fifth house lord with Saturn would mean that gains would not come easily, and you will experience a market for peanuts if you are a short term or a swing trader. So as far as speculation goes, it is better to enhance your learning in the market rather than investing in this month. Sun is the lord of your domestic happiness and will be in the ninth house till 11th of February, and then it is going to become powerless in the house of profession, where it is also going to combine with Saturn, and both are staunch enemies. With this kind of a combination, it is easier for a person to gain fame. The aspect of Sun on its own house and the trine that this Sun is going to create with Mars would mean that you may come across a very large real estate deal in this month, whether it is related to buying or selling. Your social network or your close friends will also be able to help you close this deal. It will be better to close out this deal before 28th of February, because after 1st of March the ascendant lord Venus is going to turn retro, so it is better to close all the important work before your ascendant lord turns retro, because then you will see the pace of life coming to a standstill and things will not move. Now Sun's combination with Saturn is also taking place in the 10th house, and Sun represents people who are higher up in the company, so your superiors or people who are at a very high places. So it's better not to get into argument with such people, and if there is any difference of opinion that is expressed, better to keep quiet rather than getting into a conflict with them, because these ego clashes are going to take place in the second half of February, and 10th house itself represents people who sit at the top of the tree as far as the organization is concerned. Hold your horses in the second half of Feb. Jupiter in the ascendant is supporting your studies because it is going to aspect your fifth house, and time till 13th of May is very favorable. In fact, the whole month of February is very good from excelling in the studies. Mars rules over your house of marriage. 17th of February to 1st of March is a very good time to spend in the company of your spouse. Your spouse is not as romantic as you are, has a very different kind of a perspective towards life. People with Scorpion ascendant loves to hide the secrets. They are lean in physique and they are not romantic in nature, and as a result a lot of Taurus ascendant people have differences with their partners in married life. But in this month, it's a good time for improving your rapport with your spouse. And as mentioned earlier, 17th Feb to 1st of March, almost a 15 days time frame, is a good time to enjoy the company of your spouse. There are also certain days where you need to remain cautious. So 11th to 16th of February is a time when you need to look after your health, as well as you want to avoid any kind of a mental stress. It is better to avoid any arguments, especially getting into a slugfest with your enemies, because this is not going to be very fruitful for you. It's better to avoid such conflicts. So this is how the month of February is going to turn out for you. Thank you very much for watching my video.